Good morning, everyone. Or should I say good night? I've had very little sleep, so excuse me, really, honestly. Okay, I want to elaborate. I'm assuming most of you saw my video yesterday, last night, or the early hours of this morning. I think I got on right after MRE stream. And so I want to elaborate on it a little bit and give you, a little bit more information about it because, I kind of skipped over a lot of stuff. And, the first thing I want to say is that, people like Chicago Muscle, Fatball Sicilian, people like that, they're going to say, oh, she's making it up. She just doing this for attention. No. Nobody would get up here and say what I'm saying for attention unless they're absolutely crazy, which, okay, you might think I am, but yeah, no, I'm not that crazy. But anyway, no. In actual fact, for those that are saying that, my suggestion is to go to Amazon. My first book that I wrote 8 years ago, it's already in there. That was the first time I ever mentioned it, talked about it when I wrote that book. And the reason that I put it in the book, and I debated over even whether to put it in the book, and I thought, no, I want this to be a real, true, what happened to me. And even if it helps one person go forward and report it like you should, then I'm happy with that. And so 8 years ago, I wrote it. It's in the book. So to say I'm just saying this, is no. Take another tack. Okay. So let me give you a bit of background. So I already told you all my father, and I will come to the chat. Okay. I will come to the chat. My father, my mother was Irish and my father was African. And in the beginning, we were all together. So we were raised as Roman Catholic. And our days were spent in mass. And, I'm still traumatized from that. The priest chasing us down the aisle because we tried to get away because it was so boring. But anyway, my father was a Muslim. And he never forced his religion down our throats. He really didn't. Two things he did. We were not allowed to eat pork and we were not allowed to drink alcohol. Those were the two things that he enforced within the house. So that's when they broke up and he took us to London and it was just him. That's what we lived by. The other thing he used to say was, if you ever come home pregnant, you're dead. Now, hold on just 1 second. Let me get this dog out. I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second. Okay, she won't go. She's she's like oh my god. Anyway, so what he would say is, if any of you ever come back pregnant, you're dead, basically. So that instilled a fear in me. I was 16. I didn't even have a boyfriend. I was afraid to death of that. So what happened is I went to what we used to do. It used to be called the Friday Club. It was a youth center. You could go there on a Friday and hang out. So I would tell my dad that I was going to the Friday Club, but really, me and my girlfriend, and well, there was a group of us, crew, if you will. We'd go all over London. We'd be in Brixton, Hackney. We'd be all over the place. And he thought we were at the Friday Club. Anyway, my girlfriend, She was a white girl. She was her mother was Scottish and her father was Italian. And she liked black guys. I mean, you know, she was called all kinds of names. They used to call her all kinds of names because she strictly dated black guys. And when we were 13, she had gone to some event somewhere. She shouldn't have been there. She looked a lot older than 13, I will say that. And a guy there took her in the woods. It was like a festival type thing. Took her in the woods, beat her, and brutally raped her. It was so bad that she's unable to have children. Even to this day, she cries over that fact. Her uterus was destroyed, so she was unable to ever have kids. And he did that to her at 13. So me and her, we were tight. We grew up together. Her mother used to always say to me, "Oh, Josie, you poor girl. You know, you don't know if you're one or the other." So every time I went over there. But anyway, me and her went to this party. And what had happened was my older sister was at the party. So my girlfriend said she had wanted to go home. And so this guy offered. He said, "Well, I'll drive you," because we didn't have cars back then. I mean, we used to catch the bus to wherever we were going. And so we're like, "Oh, okay." And so she said, "Well, come with me." So I said, "Oh, all right." I said, "But, you know, my sister's here, so I'm going to come back and go home with her." And so that's why that happened. Anyway, what happened when he dropped us off to where she lived, we both got out of the car and he said something or another. He had to go somewhere or another. And he said, "But then I'm going back to the party." So I said to my girlfriend, I said, "Well, look, I'll go with him then and go back. And then I can go home with my sister, you know." And he said, "No, let her come, you know." And she said, "Well, no, I'll wait here. Go and get your sister and come back here." Because usually after stuff like that, we would go to the burger bar or kebab place and get something to eat. And so she said, "I'll wait here, go." And that's when that happened, that took place. But the funny thing was, when he brought me back to where he dropped us off at. And as I went to get out of the car, he said, "I really wanted her, not you." And in one sense, I'm glad it was me, if you can understand that. I'm glad it was me, because if that would have happened to her again, it would have killed her. It was bad enough the first time. It would have absolutely killed her. And when I got out the car and she saw my face, she was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" So he sped off. And we didn't have the presence of mind to get license and all that. I was just crying and I'm like, "Oh my God." And my biggest fear was, what if I'm pregnant? What am I going to do? You know, there was no way I could tell my dad. And another reason for me not being able to tell him is because in their religion, it brings a shame upon the family. You know, you see all these honor killings in India where they kill the women if they're raped. They blame the woman. My dad would have blamed me. "What were you doing out there that time of night? You were supposed to be here. You were there, blah, blah, blah." And in a way, I did blame myself. I should never have done that. I don't know what I was thinking, you know. And so there was no way I would ever tell him. When he saw my face, he asked what happened. I said I got in a fight with some girls at the Friday Club. And it was just, left. And I never mentioned it again. Never. What I did, I put it in a little box in the back of my brain, and I pretended it never happened. That's how I dealt with it. Years later, things do come back to haunt you. They do, and it kind of did. And when I wrote the book, it was therapeutic in a way, because it was my first time even talking about it, and it's in the book. And so that's what happened. And so in one way, I'm glad it was me and not her. And, you know, that's what happened. It is what it is. I never told a soul. I should have reported it. And anyone out there that this has happened to recently and you're scared to report it. You know, if I could talk to my younger self, I would have ran in that police station. The police station actually, my friend lived next door to the police station. That's how crazy that was. I could have just gone across the street and probably they would have called him down the road, thinking about it. But the fear of my dad, the fear that I might be pregnant, the fear, you know, and that was another whole nightmare. It was a month, you know, and we women know the more you worry about if it's coming or not, and then it doesn't, the more, you know, I was at school. I would go into the bathroom and cry and pray and wish to God, you know, that please don't let me be pregnant, you know, and I wasn't, thank God. But it was a long wait to find out, let me tell you. And like I said, sex wasn't a thing in our house. We never talked about it. There was no such thing as birth control, none of that. There was birth control, but for me to be on it, no. And, you know, that's what happened. And, you know, people wonder, oh, well, why are you not crying? You know what? I cried all those years ago. I cried in a lake. Okay, so I've no tears left for that at all. So if I do get emotional and I do cry, it's not about that. No. You know, I'm not giving that man any more power over me of what he did to me. So there you go. Anyway, I'm not going to cry. So, you know, that's what my house was like. And like I said, I kept it. I never told anyone. I never told a soul. So when I see that, you know, like what happened on Fat Man's channel, it doesn't trigger me. I mean, it's not like a trigger to me. You know what I mean? But I just thought, how hypocritical. And then to try and twist it on me like I'm making fun of it. Hell no, I'm not making fun of it. You were the ones making fun of it, you know? And then I watched the first, Chicago Muscle actually jumped up and made 2 videos. And I caught part of one where he said, you know, oh, the one where he said, FBS, that's it, it's on, you're newt, right? That video. Everyone take a look at that video. Everyone take a look, okay? Now, you know, this morning when I put my trailer up, I was going to go in on Chicago Muscle. I was going to let him know several things, not just, you know, what Jesse had seen, but what I had seen that, you know, I wasn't fond of. And you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to say this. One, you know nothing about rape, and that's what it is rape. You know nothing about women's pain, about being raped. I do, so I can speak on it. And the fact that they were laughing about that, what you got to say about that? I don't hear you talking about that. Now, that video you made where you said Fatball Sicilian was newt and this and that, everyone take a look at that video. What I saw in that video was, once again, you kissing his ass. You were kissed his ass through the whole video. Josie, you're a effing cocksucker. Okay, that was for his benefit. Okay, because you, as far as I'm concerned, and you've been doing it a while, go look at the, not even that last video that he did, go back to when he did the FBS video where he was up there, you know, FBS called him something and he got up there. I think it said, "What's up your crack jack?" That's the name of the video. Take a look at that video. that video is kissing his ass again. You know, I'm sorry I said that about your daughter and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I'm going to give you a pass this time. He hasn't given any, when he's warned people about, you know, saying stuff about him, he hasn't given anyone a pass. No one. So how come all of a sudden he's given FBS a second pass? How is that? And why is that? Okay. But I'm giving you a pass. You can, you know, blah, blah, blah. So this video that he did last night, FBS, you're nuked. No, you didn't nuke him. You nuked me. It was that video was more about me than it was him. And you groveling to him. Oh, you're bringing me into it. You're bringing me into it now. Blah, 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 blah. You know, this has nothing to do with you. Nothing. I can say what I want to say. You are not my husband. You are not you're not the prefect of, you know, YouTube. I'll say what I want to say, and especially on this subject, because I can talk about this subject because I'm a victim of this subject. Okay? So there you have it. You know, I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say. And this isn't even about that anyway. It's over your hurt feelings over this wrench. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. And you said somewhere, you put a comment up that I've been talking about you behind the scenes. That is a bold-faced lie. Prior to this, when I was talking to Johnny Mac, and he would bring you up, and I think Johnny Mac will verify it. I hope that he would tell the truth in this instance, because whenever he brought you up, I always said he defended me. I won't hear a bad word about him. And I've said that publicly before. I said, I'm not going to hear a bad word about Chicago Muscle. He defended me. You know, now people have their theories on why you defended me. Wasn't so much about me, but in any event, there it is. I've never said one bad word about you in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, until last night and now. So stop being out there lying, trying to put a false narrative. If I've got something to say to you, I don't need to say it behind the scenes. And I did say last night, I spoke to NB and I spoke to MRE about the wrench situation. This is before we even took the wrenches. And I did talk to them about it because I wanted to hear what they thought, you know, and they didn't really have an opinion one way or the other. It was basically, you know, up to me. But I wanted, you know, someone else's thoughts on it because I knew Chicago Muscle was going to be upset about it. Absolutely. And I understand why, you know, he feels massively disrespected. I get it. And I guess that thing with Code happened at the same time. I totally get it, you know. But don't accuse me of shit that I haven't done. You don't like being accused of stuff you haven't done, so neither do I. Okay? You're up there, I'm trash, I'm this, I'm that, I blah, 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 blah. No, I'm none of those things. I say it like it is. And what they did, him and Shanna, especially as she's been raped also, and we're not going to sugarcoat it and call it sexual battery, blah, blah, blah. No, we're not doing that. It's rape. No means no, okay? And when they're up there doing that, and then they're laughing about that happening to somebody else, I think there's something fundamentally wrong with that picture. The same way he goes on doing his drug and addiction shows. He ridicules him. He humiliates him. Al was up there last night. He called him a drunk. When FBI himself, was the biggest drunk on the planet. So, you know, I think what you're doing is a little skewed. I really do. But that's okay. You can put what you want up about me. You can say what you want about me. I honestly, to God, don't care. Don't care. I'll address each thing as it comes up. Everything's been put out there about me anyway. In fact, it's in the book. Really, when you think about it, you know. So say what you want about me, do what you want about me. But one thing, I'm not a backstabber. You know, I'm not a backstabber. As far as I'm concerned, backstabbing is when you're telling people who to have as wrenches, who not to have as wrenches, who's no good, you know, trying to manipulate my channel. You know, worry about your own. You know, my channel is not a troll channel. I'm not trying to, I don't want my channel to be bashing people all day long, which is why I'm not doing it now. It's not because I'm I'm afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of one motherfucker on here. Not one. Okay? That goes for you, you fat bald fuck. I'd like to see you come down here and think you're going to slap me around. Yeah. You'll get something coming to you. You better believe that. So you can shut your ass as well. Okay? And so that's where I am with it. Anyway, let me go to the chat. Sorry to have gone on. I'm doing it halfway. Okay? I suck up for Josie in CM's comments. I feel like Chicago Muscle could resolve this behind the scenes instead of blasting it out on YouTube. And you know what, Ken? You're 100% correct with that. Because before this even happened, Jesse offered to speak to Chicago Muscle twice. And he was turned down. He didn't want to talk to him. And he brought it in the chat. And then it went from there. I kept quiet about it. You know, I did. I kept quiet about it. I was trying to keep the peace. But no, you know, he's so butthurt by it that he was waiting for something to attack me on. So he's now attacked me on this. Well, he's wrong about this. Remember, Chicago Muscle, wrong is wrong. Okay? You're very big on integrity and whatever. Well, wrong is wrong. And you were dead wrong last night. Dead wrong. Okay, hi Josie. So you have to, yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Carlos, Miss Lion Queen. If you stick up for Josie, Chicago Muscle will block it without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know, I don't really block people on here. If you've got constructive criticism or an opinion, feel free to say it, and I'll answer it the best I can. You know, the only people that are getting blocked are people that are talking filth or just being nasty for no good reason, you know? Why do people get, if it's so, it's beyond me, darling. Oh, hi, Al. How are you doing? Al, if you want to listen, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And if anybody wants to come on, they can. Anybody. Okay. The link's there. So anybody, you're not Trash Jones. Thank you, Adama. You know, I just thought it was so you know, out of order. Oh, who's the Al's it? Al, who are you arguing with, Al? I'm not even going there. None of it justifies the names he called you. He's a lying, faceless coward. Well, you know, that was part of the problem. You know, I didn't so much look at it that way. I mean, Jesse doesn't, you know, me and Jesse do this channel together. He doesn't speak, you know, like I do. So I'm speaking on his behalf. His thing was, you know nothing about this man. He's 6'2". He's the handsomest man on the planet. He's got all this land. He's got 5 Harleys. You know, he's basically the international man of mystery. You know, and he said, we're blindly following someone we know absolutely nothing about. And yes, I was, because he defended me the way he did. And I thanked him, I don't know how many times. You know, but Jesse wanted to talk to him. He was going to tell him to his face. And I've heard him up here many times saying, yeah, you can call me, contact me. Well, Jesse tried to contact him and he wouldn't talk to Jesse. So why is that? Rape is rape. No certainly means no. Exactly. Exactly. You know, justice for Johnny. Johnny. Johnny who? Hi, Mobland. Hi, BK Shalin. How are you? Yeah. So, I'll go back up some now. So, oh, okay, I did that one. Okay. You know, and quite honestly, it cause it can cause a divide here. With inches in certain people's chats, and I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean? I was trying to keep the peace. I was trying to keep the peace, but you can't. You, Charles, can go. I see what you're doing. This issue between Chicago and Muscle would be resolved, and this community is strong, and we would hold each other down. Well, that's on him. I mean, I woke up mad. I was going to go in on him, but I thought about it, and fundamentally, deep down, I think he's a good guy. I do. I mean, I agree with a lot of what he says. Oh, hang on. Hey Al, how are you doing?
Josie, how you doing today? Good to
I'm
see
good.
you.
I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing the straight talker, and I've been covering Johnny Depp and
Oh God.
the
Yeah, well the
claims.
jury's out. The jury's out at the moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So oh well, it's good to see you. It really is. So I saw a little bit of last night. I guess you got cussed out by FBI, but oh
I
my
never
God.
should have. I never should have went into that chat, and my apologies there. That's
Yeah,
his
I didn't see the
channel.
show.
That's his channel, how he wants to make his money and do his stuff, even if
Yeah.
it's just ripping others. That's his business. I never should have went there.
Oh God. Mm.
And apparently, he makes money that way. So that's his bag.
Right. So Joe McDougal's go get the biggest ring to stick it in your ass. You know what went through this? Shame on you, Chicago, and all the cowards. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I don't attack women. I don't go after women. He had no listen when he had a wrench in FBI's chat, and that remember New Year's when all those 6 guys were up there coming after me and whatever. Chicago Muscle had nothing to say about that. He had nothing to say for a long time. The only time he really said anything was after the wrench was. He didn't say anything even after the wrench was taken. Who does he go to? Tony Pizza, and he's in there.
Why would you even look to this guy for some sort of guidance? The guy's a total fucking asshole.
Well, here's the thing. He was a wrench in FBI's chat.
Yeah,
Tony
a
Pizza.
homeless guy.
Yeah, but Tony Pizza and FBI were going at it at the time. Tony Pizza was discussing things about FBI's wife. He was saying all racial things. He was carrying on like he normally does.
I
Right?
would just throw that all out the window.
Yeah, but don't tell me Chicago Muscle didn't see that. He saw that. But when he fell out with FBI, he goes to Tony Pizza, who he knows, and then he's there for a minute, and then he gets out.
Tony Pizza?
Yeah, then there was a problem with the wrench there.
Have they ever met in person?
Who, Tony Pizza?
Tony Pizza and Chicago Muscle, have they ever met in person, or do they really know each other?
No, I don't know.
I mean,
one thing I do believe, I think if they met in person, Tony Pizza would no longer be with us, but that's my point. After he went in there, then he, came out and started defending me and then made a channel, and that was Jesse's thing, is he saying he didn't know anything about pizza? That's a little hard to believe, and now he's saying I talk about him behind the scenes. I've never talked about him behind the scenes. I've only ever said he defended me. I'm not going to hear a bad word said about him. He defended me. So show me the evidence where I've talked about you behind the scenes and to who to, and I'll deal with that. But that's a bold-faced lie, and I'm not going to be
I'll tell
lied
you
on.
what,
Yeah.
with what's happened in the past, Tony
Mm,
Pizza is indebted to you for life. You've given him money, you've helped his cause, you felt sympathy for him,
mm.
and he's returned nothing but shit. I mean, you did everything you could for this asshole.
Yeah, but you know what? As bad as he is,
He's
okay,
great, right? Oh, God.
right.
Don't
So
give me that, Josie, please.
Right. So the educated Englishman says, I think you're full of BS and an attention seeker. I don't believe a word of what you've just said. Well, why are you in here, the
F
educated
you,
Englishman?
educated
Why are
English.
you here even commenting? Go to the other side. I don't think anyone in their right mind would get up here and disclose something so personal as a lie just to attention seek.
Yeah, an educated Englishman.
Not
Come
so
over here right now, and I will bash you in the face and knock you the fuck out, you asshole.
Okay, and Ken says, wow, I didn't know this was about a wrench. This is like the second time. It's the third time, actually, Ken. The third time. He's
Good
done
job,
it.
Josie.
And he does have some attention seeking behavior, and that is odd to me. And that's the other thing about it. Oh, somebody's trying to come in here.
Oh,
Hold on.
God, it's Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa, taking over again.
Right, yeah. So, that was another thing. That was another thing about it because I lost my train of thought. What I was getting to now. I've lost my train of
That's
thought.
understandable,
Let me read his comment again. It remind me. Yeah, as far as attention seeking. Now, if you look at everybody's chat that he has a wrench in, every other comment is him. Chicago Muscle Forever. He drops his link over and over and over. What he'll do, he'll get in the chat. He'll go make a video. He'll come back and he'll drop the link to the video in the chat, which is fine. People don't mind that. Jesse minded that. He minded that, and he has a right to mind it. If that's the way he feels, that's the way he feels.
What do you think about Chicago Muscle right now, Josie? I mean, 1 minute he's the greatest guy in the world to you, and the next minute he's nothing. Where are you?
No, it's not that he's nothing. I appreciate what he did, and he did something quite spectacular, really.
Okay, so he did good at one time, and then he kind of slipped off the edge. But he was good at one time.
What I feel is, yeah, he did that. I thanked him over and over. What he did, he went around to all the mods that were surrounding Tony Pizza, and he got rid of them one by one. And that was
this
kind
guy,
of
Tony Pizza. Jesus Christ, just drop this asshole.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Anyone that sends this guy a dime is a fucking asshole.
Well, I mean, they are. That's up to them. That's even. I'm not even discussing. I don't care about that. But what happened is, and I thanked Chicago Muscle. I thanked
do everyone a favor, okay?
Right.
I know that sounds harsh, but
I don't wish death on people. But
I don't wish it either. But
the thing is, look.
In this case, this guy is better off gone.
Right, but the thing is, I don't owe Chicago Muscle my firstborn child because he defended me. I thanked him, been very thankful for it, but that doesn't mean you can control me, control my channel, take over, tell me who to have as wrenches, tell me what to do, tell me who to talk to, tell me who not to talk to. That's what I don't. That's what.
On that, I've talked to you in the past about some of the people you side with, and I told you, I'm not with them, and it's up to you. And we went that way and just moved forward. That's all.
Hi,
Yeah,
Carol.
there was no like, oh, if you like him, I'm off of you, shit like that.
Yeah.
We're always straightforward.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. And that's about where it's at,
Yeah.
JC, go do one, will you? I don't even know what you're doing in there. Oh my God, that guy's nuts.
Well, if I'm nuts, I'll tell you
Yes,
what.
Uncle Zio, you're right.
I'll take you on any day of the fucking week, asshole.
Oh my God, yeah. JC, you're the biggest clown. You got too much time on you. Yeah, for real. Oh my goodness.
Josie, you had some great pictures from your vacation, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was
The
really
colors
nice.
of your outfits, they were out of this world.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cleveland. Yeah. It's just that, it's something that happened. I'm over it. I really am. It's not something that I even really think about anymore. But, this kind of brought it up, especially when I'm being accused of laughing at somebody else that happened to, and that's not true. And that's why I'm saying it now. Did I think about saying it on here? Absolutely, because I thought, oh my God, they're going to take this and run with it. But, at the end of the day, it's in the book. It's already out there to the world. It's been out there to the world. So,
And that's one thing about you, Josie. That's one of the reasons I chose you to be, my first live guest. You seem very fair. You look at things from both sides and you address it.
Right. And so, what do I think about Chicago Muscle now? I don't really think, he can do whatever he wants to do. And, I guess I'll just deal with it. He can put up what he wants about me. He can say what he wants. And, that's what it is. I am grateful to him for what he did. And, it was going to be a slightly different show, but, hold on one second.
8 o'clock coffee, original blend.
Yeah. What? What? Jesse, I don't understand that. What does that mean? Text me, Jesse. I don't know what that means.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, so that's where it is. That's where it's at. At the end of the day.
Lloyd, you calm down.
Hi, Uncle Zia. Yeah. Yeah, Lloyd, that's a good move. Just remain neutral on this. Here, it doesn't matter if he comes around or not. At the end of the day, yesterday was way overboard. He didn't have the facts. He was just going on what was said. I'm assuming, he said he left the show. Had he really listened to what I said? I thought I made it very clear. Did I make a mistake in the amount? Yeah, and I said apologies. So there you go. Hey, Uncle Zio, thank you. So anyway, what you're up to today, Al, for Memorial Weekend? Are you going to be doing anything?
I have racing today. I put out the racing reports, for the people that get them, and it's going to be a big day at Belmont Park. So that's the afternoon right now, and tonight dinner, and then I have to catch up on the Johnny Depp stuff to put out a new video tomorrow on the closing arguments.
Oh, that's right.
And I'll tell you what, I watched quite a bit of the closing arguments, and it looks really good for Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I think he's going to win this. I think
I put his odds at 40%, but maybe even higher now after these closing arguments. Right. What do you think?
I think Johnny Depp's going to get it. I think Amber Heard, his attorney, kind of tore her to pieces.
Yeah.
So
actually, Camille Vasquez. I mean, she's the biggest winner in this trial of all. This Supreme Court attorney for Johnny Depp. I mean, she's out of this world.
Yeah, and I actually believe Johnny Depp. You know, I do. I do. You know,
all of his exes have come forward and they said he's been nothing but kind. Yeah, he abused drugs, but he never laid a hand on, excuse me, any of them. And
yeah, Cleveland said, can she even pay the money if she loses? No.
She can't.
I don't. Yeah, but I think I don't think it's about the money for him, because after this happened, he lost his career. They took movies away. You know, they kind of cancelled him, or they tried to cancel him.
Josie,
and so that's why he's doing this basically to get back his reputation.
Yeah, and he even said, no matter how this case goes, I get a chance to tell the truth and tell my story. And, you know, I've been suffering with this for 6 years. So
yeah. And, you know, he was basically cancelled. I mean, she also lost work.
I mean, would he go to court twice over this if he was lying? I don't think so.
No, and I think, you know, Kate Moss, she's a British model, you know, that used to date him back in the day. And they were in Jamaica, and she fell down the stairs and hurt her back. Well, rumor had it that Johnny Depp pushed her down the stairs.
No way.
And Amber Heard used that. And so Kate Moss came on there and testified and said there's no way he pushed her down the stairs, that when she fell, she said it was wet and she fell down the stairs and he came to help her. And so it makes Amber Heard look really, really bad, I think. She looks
I think that was a home run for Team Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what I think. But hang on a minute. Jesse, are you there? Can you tell me what this means?
Jesse, the moderator extraordinaire.
Yeah. Can you tell me what this means? And then we'll go from there, because I have no idea what this means at all. Anyway, justice for Alan Kaiser, for sure. You know, so, you know, that's it really, folks. Unless you got anything else, Al?
No, that's it. Thanks for having me on, Josie. A pleasure as always.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll give you a call later.
Okay.
Good. And you know, let me know when you're doing something, and I'll hop on with you.
Okay. Sounds great.
We need to. Oh, before you go, I have a question for you. So we're going to do marry, kill,
smoke. And you know what, Josie? I'm not going to ask what the question is. I will answer it. Go ahead. You there? Maybe I'm the only one here right now. I don't know. Josie seems to be frozen. I'm waiting for her reply. Now I'm the only one on this show? That's crazy. Josie, where are you? Let me check the phone, see if she's out there. Nothing yet. Okay. Josie, where are you? Oh, okay. Josie, internet problems. She's on it and she'll be back shortly. Okay. What should I talk about until you get back? Okay, I'll do my best. God. Okay, Josie will be back shortly, and she said entertain the troops. The Straight Talker, that's my show. Go to that channel, just like it shows up, subscribe, share it with your friends. I give straight talk all the time, whether it be relationships or stuff in the news or life improvement and advice. I'm not a doctor. I can't write prescriptions, but what I can do is give my own take on things. I'm looking for Josie. Josie, come on, please help. Comments. What's going on in comments? Al, we need another legendary rant, and that will come, Jesse. Josie, where are you? Brooklyn Bounce. Never heard of half these people. Love my job, David Cameron. I'm the owner. David Cameron, I do know. Hi, David. Glad you're out there. Good to see you, on another platform. He's not a natural. Uncle Zio, well, fuck you. You're no natural either. And I'll tell you what, if the people out there that are successful on YouTube now can make money, so can I, because I'm smarter than them. Yeah, I'm better than them.
Okay, I'm back.
Josie, jeez.
I know. This happened the other week. It just suddenly went out. But, I'm winding up.
You're back and you're looking beautiful as ever. What's that question you have for me?
Oh, it was marry, snog, or kill. Who would you marry? Do you know what snog means?
No.
Snog means, in England, snog means you have to French kiss them. Right? Or who would you kill?
Think you would French kiss anyone you marry, at least once.
Well, no, you've got a choice of 3 people.
Okay.
Amber Heard, Sophia Loren, Kim Kardashian. Who would you marry? Who would you French kiss? Who would you kill?
Knowing me and my history, damn it, I'd probably take my chances with Amber Heard and try and fucking work things out. As bad as that sounds. I think she's far more attractive than Sophia Loren and Kim Kardashian. No, I can't.
Who would you marry? Who would you marry out of those 3? They're all beautiful.
I'd marry Amber Heard and get my life wrecked in about 3 years. That's what I do. I'm just being honest.
Oh my God. And so who would you French kiss? You got 3 options.
Sophia Loren.
And you would kill Kim Kardashian then?
Yeah, I'd kill her. Geez, I can't deal with her no more.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, Amber Heard, and that's why I don't even blame Johnny Depp. He fell into the trap, and most guys would.
Well, she's young, she's beautiful, and
and that's what he did, and
that's what he went after,
and he paid for it through the nose.
Right. Yeah, you're right there, Uncle Theo.
How about you? If you were a guy, who would you kill and who would you go with?
Out of those 3 people?
Yeah.
Who I would kill Amber Heard. I would probably kill Amber Heard.
Oh my God.
I would snog Kim Kardashian, and I would probably marry Sophia Loren. Mainly because she can cook. I love Italian food. She's beautiful. Yeah, that's if I were a lesbian, which I'm not. So even though I'm accused of having a penis, unfortunately, I don't. Okay. So,
yeah, tough luck, guys.
Right.
Guys,
I agree with
guys out there that are closet fucking homos, and they wish you were.
Anyway, guys, all right, so that's it. I just wanted to explain a little bit, go into a little bit more detail of what happened to me many moons ago. I'm over it. I'm not walking around, no, it just, you live, you learn. And I knew never to do that again. That's for damn sure.
That's the one thing I get talking with you. You're always progressive, moving forward. You're not haunted by the past.
No.
No, because that's one of the great strengths of you have, Josie.
Yeah, because I mean, my God, you'd throw yourself off a cliff, wouldn't you? And we have a saying in England: if you don't, if you can't laugh, you'll cry. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry. I'd rather laugh. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, is what it is. You can't change the past. And, I just think people on here, when they profess to be wanting to help people and whatever, you don't shame them. You don't try and humiliate them. You don't laugh at them, and you don't embarrass them. And
that's one of the things about Fat Bald Sicilian. This guy is a total asshole, goes after people, tries to pick on them. And, he's trapped in the past. He's like in this weird time zone. And, and that is like a dead end street. FPS, if you're watching this, that's a dead end street. You're a fucking loser. Change your path.
Yeah, Cleveland said, did you ever watch The Young Ones? Is that the one? Which one is that? Is that the one with Cliff Richards? The Young Ones, baby, we're the young ones. That was an old movie I may have. Or are you talking about the recent one where all the kids were at school? And I caught bits of that. My sister told me watch it. She said it was hilarious.
With neither of them.
Okay. Something like that, yeah. So, Hi, Teresa. How are you? Okay, so anyway, that's about it. Is that the right show, Cleveland? I'm talking about the show with the young kids. They were at high school or something. I haven't. I caught bits of it, but I'm gonna watch it. Hang on, students. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's it, people. I just wanted to give you a little bit more detail on it. Like I said, I wrote about it 8 years ago. It's on Amazon. And you know what? If it helps someone that's going through that now, and it doesn't really matter their age, always report, because that was another thing that I kind of carried around for a long time. What if he did this to somebody else? And he probably did, but I was too scared to say anything.
One question, Josie, before we go. how are you doing with the book? I mean, many people don't know you're an actual author, an artist. You're not some hack like Fat Bald Sicilian coming out here and knocking people. You actually have talent, you have an education, and now you're writing your, what is it, 5th book? How is that coming along?
It's coming along marvelously. And the reason is because I don't, in my other books, well, the first book I didn't have to think too much, but the other two I had to think. This book I don't really have to think. I'm just relaying what happened in real time, as my time on here. Now, the only kind of thing that's, slowing me down a bit, I have to get things in chronological order, how they happened in that order. But so what I've done is I'm writing about each of the creators first, and then getting into some of the stuff that's happened on here.
Do you have a cutoff point?
Yes.
At least for the first book?
There has to be.
Go on forever if you don't.
Yeah, there is definitely a cutoff point, and there has to be, because every day we're getting new people in, different things are happening. What I'm talking about, what I'm talking about,
left field.
Right. What we're talking about today is probably not going to get in the book, because there's so much that's already happened. So I may retitle it. I may call it, the MOBTUBE Chronicles, because there can be 2 and 3 books out of this, the way this is going, because every day you're getting, new people in, different things happening. So, it's coming along. It's coming along,
Okay, and there's one thing I want to get in, and you may not agree with it. I think the one guy that is coming out on top in these quote unquote MOBTUBE wars, I think Lee Cole is rising to the top as far as pure content and material.
Well, strangely,
I think Lee Cole is rising. He started this, and now he's really coming through.
Well, strangely, it's strange that you say that, but the thing is with Lee, like I heard, for example, I mean, me and Lee, we've gone back and forth and whatever, but I do have a little soft spot for Lee. He's a little bit.
There was one time where I thought you two were done forever, and
he does make me laugh. But no, he's doing
good,
content.
He's good. You got to give him.
He's doing content, and
he's
actually
better than FBS.
Right, he said 10 times better. But he said the other day that he's going into hospital to get a pacemaker fitted.
Holy shit.
I texted him and I said, I just heard you're going to get a pacemaker fitted. MOBTUBE wouldn't be the same without you, you old goat.
It wouldn't be.
And it really wouldn't. He's like a little
fixer. I mean, he's the founder.
Yeah, and and I hope it goes well for him. I really do. I hope he's okay, and he makes it through. It wouldn't be the same without him.
Hearing of this.
Yeah. Yes. So no, I texted him, and I really hope he's okay. He's a lovable rogue. He is.
We're frozen.
And I'm going, okay, well, I'm getting off here. I'm not doing this again. So thank you all for joining me this morning.
Josie, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
A pleasure as always, sweetheart.
Yeah, it wasn't such a great topic, but hey, it is what it is. And whatever happens, happens. Whatever goes up about me, I'll just address it as it comes along. Anyway, bye, everyone. Ciao, ciao. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.